Hi everyone, my name is Mark Deere and I'm back. This is my first video in 6 months. I made 100 videos in 100 days back in the end of 2025 and I finished on the 31st of December 2025. And yeah, now we're at the beginning of July in 2026, so I took 6 months off. Anyone who watched those videos knows towards the end we were getting ready to move city because I'd been in that city for a couple of years and yeah, so we moved to Brisbane when we were there for a couple of months, and then we moved to my hometown. I've just moved to my hometown to help Candice's mum move into a retirement village. So that's been really interesting, and being back here and knowing we're kind of here now. That's it. No more moves for quite a long time. Our kids started school in Brisbane and now they've started school again in our hometown. So it's been really hectic, really hectic. And I've thought about making a video a couple of times, but it's kind of just the time hasn't been right. I think I've just been in the moment, living life, and it just hasn't, I haven't really felt the need to reflect or even stop. Like a couple of times I thought, oh, I can make a video, but I just, you know what I mean? The time hasn't been right. And here we are 6 months later. It's school holidays here, June, July holidays for winter in Australia. So we have 2 weeks off and we're about halfway through the second week. So I think I've had enough time now. We've been here for a few months. Everything's kind of got set up. We started having routines. I've done a little bit of teaching work here. And yeah, it's been interesting. It's absolutely a new phase of life. Like my kids are having a great time and it's definitely been an interesting experience. We left Maryborough, Candice and I both finished high school in 1999. So it's been like 25, 26 years since we moved out sort of this place. And it's interesting being back here. I mean, we came back the year we got married, so 2008. And we kind of came back. We've been back a couple of times, but it's kind of knowing that we're here permanently now, that we're going to be here for a long amount of time it's a mindset shift, being here is different. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what comes, but really I felt compelled to make a video today. So here I am making it just to kind of update you on where I'm at. I felt great after doing the 100 videos. I think doing a couple of years in the town I'd been in after being in the city and kind of having our little kids kind of being there, having that period of leave where I was working on the documentary, I had a lot of time to reflect, and I think that was a good time to reflect and look at the past. But the day we finished, I literally went into moving mode, and it was just hectic. Up until probably, honestly, like 3 or 4 weeks ago, like we've just been, because we, moved ourselves, got our kids in school, then, we moved again to help Candy's mum move, and had to get a house here, and we had to get her into her house, and we're still in the process of selling her house. And so there's been a lot of things, and little by little we've gotten settled. And I think I've just reached the point now where, at the same time as, living life and kind of reacting to the things that are happening. I guess we've been proactive, but you know what I mean? Like these things are happening in life. I've also been doing a lot of reflecting and I had done a lot of reflecting, and now it's like I'm ready to be proactive, ready to be in the present and try to just get 1% better every day. It's like they talk about in Buddhism, like returning to beginner's mind. It's like I'm ready to be a beginner again, especially with creative stuff. It's like I want to just be a beginner, have fun, approach creating like a child. And I think that's why I've decided I'm just going to put the documentary on hold. Like I don't really want to dwell on the past. It's like the time I was doing it was then, but honestly, I feel like maybe one day I'll return to it, but it's time to create, if that makes sense. And so, yeah, so I don't know what that means for this channel. I don't know what it's going to look like, this channel moving forwards, but yeah, hopefully I can start sharing some new fun experiments, like just amateur fun narrative films, hopefully, or whatever I decide to come up with. Maybe some stuff made with my kids. Maybe around here I can start trying to build a community of people who want to make things. And I think that's where I'm at now. It's like I'm ready to begin again, start again, and just not trying to make anything amazing or not try to have any big major projects, just little by little. Go back to the fun of it, I think being in my hometown, that's kind of the spirit that I'm channeling here. It's like after being in places where culturally we didn't quite fit in for 25 years, Candice and I, it's like being here, even though the place has changed, it feels like coming home. And there's a lot of things that you just kind of take for granted that from being here, even though the place is slightly different. I feel like the culture is still the same. And a lot of things, it's like, I could swear our kids would be like, oh, that's why they do that, because people around here do those sorts of things. So I wouldn't have thought being in one town compared to another would make that much of a difference culturally, but it really does. And yeah, I guess today I just thought it was time to go get the camera and make another video to give everyone an update on where I'm at. Like I said, I could continue doing the videos I did, like the 100 days. I've kept making a list in my phone of every time I have an idea of something I could talk about, but I kind of feel less like doing that now. Like, I mean, I never really niched down or got a niche or anything for my channel. I was just sharing videos. It was just getting my thinking out to make it concrete, to, I guess, think through things out loud. And that was a really good process for me doing the 100 videos. But then it was time for life. And now getting into this new routine, I feel like it's like, well, yeah, I mean, not that I was doling out advice, but I feel like I was sharing ideas then, whereas now it's like ready to start testing ideas. And maybe I'll talk about things as I test them. Maybe if I make a narrative film, I can unpack how I did it or why I did it. Or I don't know what my thinking is. I don't exactly know, but here we are. And I just thought it could be fun to come say hello from the side yard of my new place. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you again sometime soon, whether it's through creative projects that I'm making or me talking to you in front of the camera again. But yeah, I do miss it. I really enjoyed doing the 100 videos in the 100 days. I really enjoyed it, but I think it was good because of reflecting on wrapping up a period of my life. Whereas I feel now like I'm at the beginning of a new adventure, at the beginning of this new exciting time. And it feels great. It feels great. It's definitely, I'm very optimistic and I have a lot of hope. And it's a different time. Like my kids are getting older now, so even they're kind of in a different phase now. They have cousins here, so they've been seeing their cousins a lot, and that's been a beautiful experience. So it's just, yeah, it's just a good time, and I'm excited to see what comes next. All right, I'll see you guys whenever I make another one.